Well, we've unloaded all the horses. We're just getting ready to go get a bite to eat before the races. I thought I'd run the 3-year-olds through really quick. Just give everybody an update on them. Let me pull them up here. So the 3-year-olds, we're going to start with Absolute Euphoria. What a fantastic mile from her the other day. 51-3. She looked very, very good. Excited to see where we're going to go with her the rest of the summer. I still don't think we're not talking sire stakes or anything like that yet, but certainly an extremely effective filly down here. Very, very happy with the way things have turned out with her. Austral Hanover. Tim had just messaged me actually a few minutes ago and just said the classes for him are really tough this week. Both him and Tailgate Buzz. What would you like to do? What are you thinking? We can't hide them any longer. They've 6-7 starts as 3-year-olds now. They're going to have to, swim with the big fish, so to speak. So you're going to have to put them in where they're going to have to race this week. They get stakes coming up in 2 weeks, and not racing them this week would be more detrimental than racing them in with tougher horses. Not like, well, we could ship to X, and that track would have an easier class. There is no X. They're 3-year-olds with 80,000 made and 5-6 wins. There's no soft landings waiting for them. Carter Michael Dio, I think, is in his last week of swimming, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the most important thing is to make sure that line and that little hole that was there in the sesamoid are all starting to heal in. Now, some of that will be helped by concussion, by hitting the track, going on the track, but you have to make sure he's ready to go on there when we push the button. It's not like he's just going to go right into heavy training. He's going to jog for a week or so first before he goes any sort of miles, but we want to make sure that everything is on the up and up with him before we push forward. And so far, so good with him. Cash Deals has been racing great. We'll have a race for her this week. Somebody said, is she going to Ottawa for the... No, we're not going to Ottawa. 1, this is affiliates tied up in the past. And 2, we're 4 or 5 hours from Ottawa, I think. Something like that. So I think it'd be like saying, we're just going to put her in Wednesday at Northfield. There's no need for her to go to Ottawa. She can race in the grassroots at Kawartha Downs. Where are we at here? Go up to 3-year-olds first. Might help Anthony. Coupe DeVille, we're going to train on Monday in preparation of a race here next Friday. I can't drive her next Friday here. We have 4 places to be. 4 on Friday. Philadelphia with the Colts, which I think Scott Zeron is more than capable of doing. The Meadows with Hornplayer and Crantini and a couple of sources, as I was just saying. And Ollie's tournament is in Windsor, Ontario next weekend, and then I could come here. Here would be 4th on my list. So Coupe DeVille is, I would say, either Brett or Tyler Smith. I thought Tyler drove her good the other day. I just don't think she was awesome the other day. Now, Crantini, as I said, he would be on the top of the list. All of his tournaments on the top of the list, but if I can make it, if I can go drive Crantini, a couple other horses on Friday, and fly back to Windsor for Ollie's tournament, then that's probably what I'm going to do. We'll see how that plays out, though. Major Megan, I just messaged Tyler last night, asking what the plan was. Maybe I didn't hit send because I got to check that because it was late at night. Got to send them a message asking what they want to do with Major Megan when her next stake race is. Merchant Man raced great the other day from post 8 again. He did race good, but it's just him. If you take that race and only that race, not going to be like, he should have won, but he raced okay. But if you look at the rest of the races, it's become a pattern with him where he just gets beat. So a professional loser right now, but at the same token, who knows, he might start to come back to life and start to do good things because he is a good-looking horse. Mo Power Baby was awesome her last start, 56 last quarter, 28-3. She's in the sale on Monday, my 1% racing here in an hour in Hanover, so good luck to all my partners with my 1%. Nothing but a dreamer. I'm going to drive him Tuesday. James picked over him. I want to know what's going on with this guy. We just overestimated how good he is, or is he in a funk, or is there something else bothering him? I don't know, but I will have a much better idea come Tuesday night after I'm done driving him. Smoking Hot Irish Girl will be in here Friday. A lot of people asking, well, why was she scratched from her qualifier? Because she didn't need to, right? Qualifier was meaningless. Her next start is a added event, a stake event. She only needs a flat line in 30 days, which she has. So the qualifier, although it wouldn't have been overkill, it was a little unnecessary. I trained her on the race bike, and she seemed fine the other day. Okay, Spitfire Overseas, very flat his last two. Now he's gone to Megan's. There was some inflammation and redness and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, obviously we know the horse can trot fast. Mechanically, I thought he was trotting great his last start. We just have to get him squared back away, and we will. Stay Special is going to be, it says turned out, but she's not actually turned out. She's in the stall for another week. And then we're going to maybe send her back to Ontario to swim, because the aqua treadmill is great, but it's not a pool. And I don't know if it's what we need for her and her knees. I think we're going to send her back to Ontario and let her swim for a month or 5 weeks and then start her back up. That's the plan for Stay Special. Steel Cowboy had a nice conversation with Chris, one of my partners on the horse, saying he thought the horse should go to Plain Ridge. That was the place for him to be. Well, that's good. But as I tried to explain to everybody, it isn't just about the here and now. And for everybody saying we need to have him here so we're out on him as quick as we can, it might be that you're in the wrong place. Because I'm not just in a big hurry to get all our money back right away with Steel Cowboy. The whole point of having Steel Cowboy is to hopefully turn him in. It would be wonderful for me to say his brother. Obviously, that would be naive. But to turn him into the best horse we can and just racing for the most money and as much as we can. And right now, it's not what we're looking to do. That's not what we're looking to accomplish. We're looking to have this horse make up a big portion of the middle part of our order, so to speak, the meat and bones of the stable moving forward. This is a very well-bred, pretty talented 3-year-old pacing colt, but it could go either way. He could be so-so, or he could be a pretty decent horse, but we'd like to cultivate what we see with this guy, and just sending him somewhere to race for the most money is not what we're into right now. Swinging Senorita, I said I thought it was probably her best race ever in her life, her last start. Really happy with her. Tactical Mounds has been great, just sneaky good all year long. You know, she has to race against good horses. I know I hear from Joel all the time saying maybe some overnights would suit her better. This is a good horse, and you're not going to get to be a top horse without racing against top horses. And there is a jump to the next level, right? You're not going to come out of the overnights and just dominate the Sire Stakes scene. That doesn't happen. Right? You're going to have to work your way into it for the meat and potato horses, for the horses that are the 4th and 5th best, and you want to see them be the 3rd best and the 2nd best, and hopefully take a run at the being the best. Those hard-working athletes, you have to be in against and race against, in this case, the best of the best. And that's what I think Tactical Mounds needs to be. Megan has done a great job. Scotty has done a great job, and she continues to get better. Tailgate Buzz, much like Austral Hanover, going to be in tough his next start, but I think that's somewhere he has to be right now. There's no easy starts for a horse with 5-6 wins and 80,000 made. They don't make them, right? You're going to have to work for it, and I think they're both going to be in very tough this week in aged company, but there's nowhere to race them right now in between starts otherwise. Wallop is our newest horse. I thought he trained very, very well at the Meadows on Saturday. I was there when I trained him. He's entered in and is now at Northfield Park. Jogged really well at Northfield Park today. He was my only drive on Wednesday night, so I opted to stay home with the family. We are going to be in Ontario. We are back and forth. A little more heavy in Ohio. We haven't actually been in Canada since June the 30th. So Tuesday, I'm racing at Mohawk. Tuesday, I'm qualifying at Mohawk. Tuesday morning. Wednesday, I opted just to stay with Amy and the kids in Ontario. Warwi Yuri racing here again in about 55 minutes now. He'll be racing in Hanover. We'll see how him and my 1% do. So good luck to all my partners and them. And what a mission. What a sweetheart he's turned into. 8 out of 9 in the top 3. The other start, he was 4th. A big win at a post 8 the other night. Got a mark of 55 now. And has been racing really, really, really well all summer long. Just an absolute sweetheart of a horse. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Everybody's filing back in now. We're going over to get a bite to eat. And then we're going to be off to race. Hopefully I can get the 2-year-old video in before we race. We'll see. Take care.